Hey everyone, it's Angela with Create Your Future. Happy Saturday and thank you for being here. So in the video today, I am going to answer a question that someone posted on one of my recent videos. And the question was asking if I could talk about thought transmission and setting intentions to help a family member or somebody that you care about that has an addiction. And I think they asked, is this even possible? And the answer is, of course it is. Yes, it is possible. So let's just remember that there is no separation, right? We are connected to everybody and everything in our reality through our thoughts, through energy, because you at your core are pure consciousness. So there is no separation between any of us. We feel like it when we perceive our reality just simply through this 3D, right? We perceive the separation, but really at the core, at consciousness, you are connected to everyone. And so the way that we see a change within someone is to begin to create the story that supports the change that we want to see. All right. You don't have to worry about the backstory and the person that you're concerned about. You don't have to worry about the why as far as how the addiction happened. You don't even have to over-examine yourself when it comes to did I create this? Is this my fault? How did this show up my reality? All you have to do is change your thinking to support the new story that you want. Okay, change your thinking to become aware of a healthy person, an emotionally stable person, a person that's free of drug abuse. Whatever you want for, the story for this person, you change the story. So I do have a success story that I'm going to share in just a minute about that, but I also have a quote from Neville that I want to share. And this quote comes from Prayer, the Art of Believing, and I am at chapter 6, Good Tidings. Okay, so let's listen to Neville for a minute. A very effective way to bring good tidings to another is to call before your mind's eye the subjective image of the person that you wish to help and have him affirm that he has done that which you desired him to do. Mentally hear him tell you that he has done it. This awakens within him the vibratory correlate of the state affirmed, which vibration persists until its mission is accomplished. It does not matter what it is you desire to have done or whom you select to do it. As soon as you subjectively affirm that it is done, results follow. So that right there, guys, is our answer perfectly. You can have that conversation with someone, right? Imagine them coming to you and saying, I got free of this addiction. I am so emotionally healthy and stable right now. I got the help that I needed. Whatever you want, you imagine hearing them have that conversation. You create it within, you create the story within, and then you let it unfold. Now, this success story that I have is a client success story about someone that had a family member struggling with addiction, and they were quite concerned with this family member, and they did not feel comfortable at all about addressing it in the 3D. And remember, we do not change things matter to matter anyway, right? We do it through internally. We do it through energy, and the energy is what allows us to align with the 3D experience where we see it differently. So they didn't feel comfortable with addressing it in the 3D, and we began to create some affirmations about what they wanted to see. And so they had a couple things, and I made a couple notes as far as I remember about talking about the situation. But they wanted to hear that person, the person that had the addiction, come to them and tell them that they had made the decision to get sober, right? So they wanted that person to make the decision. They wanted the person to take accountability for their own mental and emotional health. And then they wanted to see the 3D evidence. They wanted to see the follow-up from that, right? So they, I think they may have had a few more affirmations, but those are the main ones that I remember. So they put attention on that. They began to think about that person coming to them saying, I want to be done with this. I want to be free. I want to get my life back. I want to get emotionally healthy and stable again. And then they decided, I want to see that evidence. So they persisted in those affirmations, I believe a month, maybe two. And then things began to unfold just as they had really anticipated. That person, when they were together, said, you know what, I'm really tired of being so paralyzed by this addiction. I'm tired of my whole life revolving around this addiction. I want to get my old life back. I want to get my old personality back. I want to feel mentally and emotionally independent and strong again. And they followed up in the 3D by getting in with a counselor, getting in with an addiction doctor, and really digging into their own mental and emotional health. And that person did really well with everything. They did really well and stayed on track and really stayed the course to get back into their normal day-to-day life without addiction, right? So guys, if you want someone to get over an addiction, it doesn't matter if it's alcohol, if it's a drug, if it's nicotine use, whatever it is, you can do that for them by creating the story, by having that internal conversation, by seeing them interact with you in a way that says, I'm free from the addiction, I'm over the addiction, whatever it is, you create the story and then put attention on it, right? And remember what Neville says, you are creating a vibratory match, right? So you're connecting through your energy to that version of the person that you want to see. You are connecting through consciousness. And there are infinite versions of anyone, right? Select the version that you want. Select the version that's emotionally healthy, emotionally stable, emotionally independent, free of drug use, and thriving and healthy. So I hope that this is really encouraging for you. Know that it can be done. Yes, it absolutely can be done. And if you put attention on it, combining that with the belief and the understanding that is happening through you, right? That it's your connection to that version of the person that's bringing into the 3D. According to Neville, it can't not happen, right? It will show up without. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.